but first Declutter. And this is the first look at, I hate to say it, but it is my garage. It is a 2-car garage that we're hoping to convert to a one side for the car and one side for a man cave / shop. But it's pretty big, but just like a lot of garages, I'm ashamed to say that things just collect there. So this is what we are starting with. So we picked the side that's going to have the car, and we were trying to gather things together, like things together, gardening things together. This pile was just a bunch of different, I don't know, crap, paint, sheets, painting things, gardening things. So we started pulling everything out and sorting it. We had several folding tables and about 4 totes that we used. So that helped. I had a lot of wood that we got rid of. That right there we're fighting with is fishing twine. And but we finally get that. We did also get a 20-yard dumpster that everything went in, but we found all kinds of things, jumper cables that needed to go in the car, bins of just bric-a-brac and old tools, old gardening tools. So we continue to go through that. But the biggest thing is no job is too big, especially when you have at least one person with you, just doing a little bit at a time. If you kept looking at this garage thinking, oh Lord, we've got so much to do, I think we might have given up. Found a bunch of old tomato racks and tomato cages and plastic and just different things that were ready to go. We're finally finding the floor. But no job is too big if you just break it down into sections, which we did. We just went with one side and worked our way around. As you can see, we're still getting used to filming and editing and all those kinds of things. So any comments, constructive, please. We're fragile, so please be nice. We would appreciate any tips and tricks to the filming and making it look good. But right now, it just kind of is what it is. We're pulling out totes, sorting out the trash, putting it in the dumpster, putting gardening together, painting together. That door right there is a solid wood door that's going to be a new door on the garage eventually. It used to be our front door. And there's just trash. Imagine that. Go figure. We prepared by getting shelves and new totes, and we got construction worker gloves kind of thing. I think I got them at the Dollar General or something. But once we found the wall and the floor, I am sweeping. I wanted to get all the leaves out, everything. I wanted to be able to paint the floor, but we didn't quite get to that. So now we're moving to the next section. More potting soil, old mirrors, wood pieces, old fans, just things that accumulated when we just didn't want it in the house. We put it in the garage. Well, that habit's gonna change now. So many cords. Like I said, there's like old battery chargers that didn't work and pop cans, and the Dr. Pepper would be mine. Yep. So we just brought over the trash bag and started loading it up. found another set of jumper cables. Finally moved the door out of the way so we could clean that. Now we're going on to the next little section. It was trial and error. You see her pick up some boards and then bring them back. Well, those boards needed to be saved. They go to my dream box that creates shelves and everything's adjustable, so I didn't want to get rid of those things. So we've got those two drawers, the blue drawers to the left there, completely empty. Then chunks of styrofoam, glass from the window above it when it shattered. Those have since been replaced. And there we are, sweeping all that out, bringing out old poles and rebar and so much dirt. I think we were all sneezing dust and dirt for a couple days, but it was worth it. I have a floor. So we're continuing. We're almost to have one wall done. So we got to my son's trike bike. He loves it. It needs cleaned up and some air in the tires and it'll be ready to go. But got rid of that old fan, got the old pillow out of the way. And then my husband taking the old windows out is what he's getting ready to do. Taking the old windows out to make room for the new windows. And that one wasn't exactly ready to go. There was a vine on the other side of the window that hung onto it and it shattered. So I ended up cleaning up glass, but we were very careful about disposing of that and making sure we got it all. I don't know, does everybody have a crappy broom and a good broom? The red one is a good broom. The white handled one was kind of a crappy broom. But I had another broom that was a push broom that was a good one, and at this point we hadn't found it yet. Thought I'd say hello. Now we're moving the bike out of the way. Oh, we have a corner, our first corner. Yay! Now we kind of have our light in the way. I see that flaw, but we kind of had to have lights because you wouldn't be able to see much of anything. But I was trying to get all of the glass out of the sill so we can get it all swept up. And we did. So there's no glass in the sill, and I ended up sweeping it all up, so that was no problem. Now, if you have a giant project like this, it might look a little different. We just picked one corner and worked our way around. You may want to do things differently. You do what works for you. And I had help. My whole family helped. My husband, my daughter, my son, my aunt. But we got a lot done. I think we found 6 saddles, is what my husband calls them, to put boards on when you paint them or cut them or whatever. We found a bunch of those. Those are old garden blocks. Why did I keep those? I don't know. We got rid of them. And she's carrying the new shelves, but they had to get out of the way. This whole first day, or first half of the day, was getting stuff out. And I would say maybe 70% of it was trash. So just stuff we didn't need. So we got rid of it. It felt good. At this point, I think our dumpster was maybe a third of the way full. So much trash. Leaves, because the windows had been busted out. Our garage doors hadn't been working, so they were always open. It was just terrible. We're getting new garage doors and such, but that didn't help it'll help from now on, but it didn't help at that time. So we had all the dust. You can just see it slinging around. I mean, it is a garage. It's not going to be spotless and dust-free, but still moving, taking little things at a time if we had to. That's an old table saw. My husband, my daughter, everybody pitched in. It was great. I'm not gonna lie, there was some bribery. There was some money changing hands, but either way. Nobody complained. I was tickled to death. And we found the snow shovel's the easiest way to scoop up the dirt and the trash and debris and stuff like that. Scooped it up into the snow shovel and right into the trash bags. Now we're roughly through half. Getting it all cleaned out. I hope this isn't too boring, but we really worked our little hearts out. The end result, it was really worth it. It's worth the watch. Oh, just watching the dirt fly makes me want to sneeze. Starting to get tired right about now, but we kept going. Trying to get the bigger things out of the way. Definitely sweep as you go if you can. We had like 4 folding tables. We set up 3 of them to help separate so we could sort. Like I said, we're roughly halfway through, but the biggest half was on the other side, and you'll see that here in just a minute. It looks worse than it was. It was bad enough, but a lot of the things were in big boxes. I don't know if other people end up having boxes of big appliances or whatever that they buy, and they just throw the boxes in the garage to get them out of the way. My husband's thinking was, what if it rains? Like, well, then they'll picking up wet cardboard, but you do what you gotta do. Catching my breath there, and off we go again. So now we have one whole side cleaned. Got our filming stuff. That's half. And we're getting ready to start on the other side. Eek! Yep, windows and doors, oh my. Some memorabilia. And this is when you run into stuff you want to keep or think you want to keep, but you didn't really need to. Nothing out here is anything that I've accessed in the last 6 months. Empty box. I mean, really. They were passed on to my daughter. She went ahead and took those home, so that got taken out of there. Yay. Oh, I shudder to think about that cooler. It was gross. I think we open it here in a minute, but it was an old cooler, an old 4th of July cooler, and it was sitting there for a couple years. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, we threw away the cooler. It smelled so bad. But we have everything from hardware fencing to a window that's when we enclose half of the garage, we're going to put that window in. I don't know why I was bothering trying to sweep right there, but I guess every little bit was helping at the time. Surveilling. Not sure what we were discussing, but had to bring my husband in to do whatever it was he was going to do with the chop saw, miter saw we have. Trying to get the hardware material out of the way. And then there's just a log, some random log. We'll burn those in a bonfire, I'm sure. That's probably what they were saved for. A lot of walking. Yay! We got the middle part out. Big jump there. I was really dreading that far wall because I knew there were a bunch of little things, but it ended up not being too awful bad. You can see where we have things out of the garage. That's where we were sorting. And my handy dandy snow shovel idea that we used to put stuff in the trash bags. We probably shoveled up 2 good bags of that crap. Leaves and dirt. And I guess it's cool enough in the year that we haven't been infested with any snakes or critters or anything. Yay. So we didn't run into any snakes, thank goodness. We just have black snakes, but snake's a snake to me. So getting all the leaves out. Then my husband found the good broom. Yay! Let me know in the comments if you have a good broom and a not so good broom. Use it just like a dustpan. As you can see, it scoops it up and takes out a lot of material. We're getting into a lot of gardening things, our outdoor Yahtzee, and my husband's tools. We made that outdoor Yahtzee game for a 4th of July party, and we have a ball with it. Well, now we pulled out all of the stuff against this wall. Figured we'd get it pulled out, and then we started going through the shelves. Don't even know what was in that box, if anything. So it was more of the same of this. But we're getting close. More leaves. Every time we moved something, there were leaves. But, you know, it's just the way it is. And I was trying to figure out, there were jars upon jars of screws. So we grouped them together. My husband has a plan for those. But we grouped them all together so they would be in the same spot. I started making use of the wall racks that we had. There was a bit of a story with the glove and the bat back in my all-star days, so I don't know why I still had the baseball glove and the bat. I played softball. But we all have items like that that are a little bit sentimental. I was going to throw them away, and my daughter said nope, she was going to put them in a shadow box for me. So we'll see what happens. Bottom line is, they're not in my garage anymore. I was trying to group nails and screws, but we found thousands of deck screws. We could have a screw shop. So a lot of that we didn't dig into because it was my husband's fishing stuff. I don't like to go through that kind of crap. But like I said, we're getting there, and we probably did it 4 hours maybe. About 4 hours and about 5 people. You might not have those resources, just do what you can. So here is the finished product after we were done cleaning and going through everything. Everything's not in its place yet, but as you can see, we got rid of probably 75 to 80% of the stuff. We put in new shelves, relocated the shelves we had. I can get my car on one side, and then this side eventually we'll have a wall built, and this will be the man cave slash workshop. We've got cabinets we're going to paint. We've got tools, and well, obviously things aren't set with where they're going to be, but that's my garage. I can get in it now.